the lazy man's guide to creating a money-making machine.
Hey guys, my name is Mitch.
My name's Matt.
A freaking money-making machine! What are we talking about? Website. So let's start with one of the 3 pillars that we're gonna outline here today. Matt?
So the first way that you can make your website make you some money and get more conversions is with your messaging and your copy. You know, so many people, they just kind of fill out some content that they just write up in one day and don't put much thought into, but you should be putting a lot of thought into your content, because that's what the messaging that's going to resonate with your audience and compel them to want to get in touch with you. So the first thing when it comes to content is your headline and your sub-headline. Immediately when someone comes to your website and they see the headline, it should tell them, like, what is it that you guys do and how can it help me? So you want to be very, very intentional when it comes to your headline. You know, most people, they just write a headline last minute and just kind of whatever sounds good. Put a lot of time into the headline, the sub-headline, communicate those benefits and what it can do for the reader. So the second thing is testimonials on your website. Guys, I cannot tell you how many business owners have awesome testimonials on their website, but they're just not using them. Put those testimonials on your website because they act as third-party validation. It's so much more powerful when someone has some clients that are saying how awesome you are, rather than you just saying, hey, look how cool I am, right? So the testimonials are very important.
Absolutely, guys. Pillar number 1 is absolutely, I mean, it is the most important pillar when it comes to ads, a website, everything. It's your content, and you're gonna hear us talk a lot about that. And for more on content, you could take a look at a slew of our videos out there. I think we only have 8, but still, there's going to be a slew. We talk about content a lot. Pillar number 2, Matt.
Pillar number 2 is the design of the website, and this is really where Mitch is the true expert.
Well, when it comes to design, we all think that it's pretty simple, right? We slap something together, we make it look good. The number 1 thing I want to stress is design for your clients. Don't design for yourself. I mean, of course, you want to somewhat design for yourself. You want to be proud and happy with what you have and invested in. But the reality is that if it doesn't work for your clients, you're not going to get the business. And so that's number 1 thing that I want to stress. Number 2 thing I want to stress is the accessibility. And so if your website is not visible on mobile, you're losing 78% of your audience immediately. And when it comes to accessibility, we're not just talking about iPhones, we're talking about different generations of iPhones, we're talking about different screen sizes, we're talking about iPads, we're talking about, then we get into Android, and I mean televisions even now. I mean, we like go on websites, make sure it's accessible. You just sort of want to reach most of your market, but smartphone being the most important one. And what ties into that too is make sure when it comes to accessibility that your content is right up on top of the page. Nobody wants to be scrolling for a form, especially if you tell them, click this link to go sign up now, and all they see is a bunch of text. And so make sure that stuff is bumped up to the top. Keep in mind that you use cell phones too every day, and you know what it's going to look like, but the best way is to go and test it. And there are tools that we could list below in this video that will help you test that accessibility right away. Last item with design is all about your call to actions, guys. Make sure that they're visible. Make sure that your contact form is visible. Make sure your telephone number is visible. And again, it all ties into accessibility. Just all that stuff. You want to give people a reason to call you, not a reason for people to click the back button. So that's pillar number 2. Pillar number 3, Matt?
So pillar number 3, now you got this nice looking website, call to actions, it's all set up, ready to go. You got the great content on there, great copy. It's a great website, but now you need people to come to it. You know, it's like you need the traffic. And there are multiple different ways to get the traffic. You know, you can use social media, you can use search engine optimization, you can use Google Ads. There's so many different ways to get people to come to your website, but you need to use some kind of strategy. You need to have a strategy, okay, to get people to come to the website, because otherwise you're just gonna have this website sitting there and you're not gonna be getting the sales. And that's the true value, right? Is like understanding how you can get the traffic, bring it to a site that's optimized, and then that's how you're really gonna make these sales. So if you want your website to really convert, you need to set it up like Mitch was saying. You need to have the great content, but you also need to have the traffic ready. And if you want to learn more about traffic and you want to talk about traffic, just leave a comment below about traffic. What type of traffic would be good for me, Matt? What type of traffic should I use, Mitch? Comment it below and we'd be happy to talk to you about what traffic might be suitable for your business.
Absolutely. I'm gonna add a bonus tip to this one, Matt, and guys, seriously, it's all about page speed.
Page speed.
Yeah, page speed is ultra important. I mean, stats show that if your website is not loading within 2 seconds, people are gonna hit that fancy little back button at the top left. So make sure it loads within 2 seconds. There are a number of ways to do it. Ask us how below. Don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell button. You'll be the first to know when we post new videos. My name's Mitch.
My name's Matt.
This is Off the Cuff.